Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition. This is the tarot reading for those who want to improve their manifesting ability. That's why it is an audio edition. Yes, you're going to get video. You're going to see what you see on your screen right now. That's it. No movement of any kind. I do not want visual distractions. In part because when you're watching on a screen, this is a two-dimensional activity, meaning you are a spectator, not a participant. I want you to take the role of participant. Okay? Very much like if you were to go to a store or take a walk down the block or something. Yes, there's visual activity, but you are in the middle. You are part of the action. You're right there. It's the 3D effect. This is 2D. So I want you to help you to focus on manifesting. And that means cutting down on visual distractions. So for the next 12 minutes or so, this is all you're going to see on your screen. Many people tell me that they just close their eyes and kind of get into a meditative state. Listen to the narration. Like a campfire, you know? That's what makes campfires so special. You know, you got the fire, the warmth, you got the darkness around you, you have a great story. Well, the cards always tell a great story, and it's all to deal with you and your ability to manifest. To be able to manifest, you have to be able to imagine. You got to make pictures in your head. That's why no pictures on the screen. Okay. The other thing that you have to do to increase your imagination is to be inspired. And that is my main job, to help you to manifest. I have to try to fire you up, to inspire you, to be your best. When you're inspired, you can accomplish things that you never would have believed you could have accomplished. There's a magic to it somehow. And so that's what we're doing, and this is the reason that we do this. It is for you. I don't care what's going on outside of you. I care about how you react to it. It is your manifestation that counts. So we begin. We have a bottom row and a top row. We begin in the bottom row. Middle card. And the middle card, this oracle card, is round and round. The number up in the right-hand corner is 257. Sevens tend to be solitary, meditative, sort of reviewing. It's going inside. The energy is not so much external as it is internal. And so the energy here is round and round. You are like a cat chasing its tail, or a dog chasing its tail. They both do it. There's some area of your life where you're just... It amounts to an animal chasing its tail. That's what it amounts to. You know it. It irritates you, yet you can't stop it. Your programming from the time you're a little kid forces you into doing the same thing the same way again and again and again, and expecting a different outcome. That, of course, is the definition of crazy, right? You do the same thing the same way, and you think it's going to be different. It isn't. So what you have to do is break the mold, get out of the box that you find yourself in. Let's help you to manifest that. Bottom row, all the way to the left, we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is self-imprisonment, self-worth. You see, and this is one of the reasons why I use kind of a Rider-Waite-based card layout up front, because they're very simple, very direct, very clean images. So here you see two people out in the snow. They are poorly dressed for the winter. In fact, I think they're walking barefoot. Certainly don't have enough clothing on. They're cold. They're hungry. Probably tired. And, as you can see there, one of them is handicapped, injured. Now, they're going past what would be considered a church. If you had more of an original edition of Rider-Waite, that would be a church that they're passing in front of. Lights are on. They could go in, get warm, maybe even get something to eat, certainly be able to sleep in some comfort overnight. They're choosing not to. And that is the same thing that we are seeing in you. Some area of your life, you could make a difference, but you don't feel worthy. It could never happen for me. I'm not that lucky. Not true. Your programming from the time we were just a teeny kid is kicking into gear, full tilt. And in fact, it's kind of an interesting thing, and I say this story often. We'll probably say it more often as time goes on because we have new people joining us all the time. You know, from the time you're born to about the time you're 6, 7, you are like a tape recorder. You take in all the information, what mommy, daddy says, what grandma, grandpa says, what the kids around the neighborhood say, your siblings and all that stuff. And you take it as true. Because in those first 5 to 7 years, you are like a recording machine. You don't question, you don't analyze. The brain is not capable of that. The Great Awakening usually comes when you find out there's no Santa Claus. That's when there's the clue that your brain is now kind of being shifted into being able to analyze. But it's too late. Programming's already been done. And so you see here in the Five of Pentacles, these people, their programming tells them, nah, you don't deserve any better. No, you deserve to suffer. Which is kind of what society tells you. Let's go back to being a little kid. Here you are, newborn. Especially if you're a parent, you really can relate to this. You have a newborn. They start to talk. Ooh, man, that's great. Oh, fabulous. They're talking. And then they begin to crawl around. They begin to walk. Ooh, look at they're talking and they're walking. Oh, man. You get into school, shut up, sit down. You get to work, shut up, sit down. You become a full-fledged citizen, shut up, sit down. In Australia, that's called cutting the tall poppy. Unless you are conforming to what society tells you is valuable, shut up, sit down. And so some part of that training is working with these Five of Pentacles people and working with you. But there's hope. Knight of Cups. Knights always bring gifts. Cups are love, affection, connection. It's nice stuff. The Knight of Cups is sensitive, loving, caring, introspective. Very important. Introspective. One of the reasons you're running around in circles, you're going round, really not feeling like you're getting anything done or accomplished or going anywhere because of the programming. This is something new. Instead of feeling like the Five of Pentacles unworthy, the Knight of Cups says, love yourself. Not in a narcissistic way. Narcissistic people do not love themselves. They hate themselves. That's why they have to put you down and everybody down. They have to destroy. They have to wreck because they can't lift themselves. So they have to push everybody else down. We're not talking that kind of love. We're talking about positive. I am valuable. Just me being me is valuable enough. You're coming to a time right now, the World card says, where you are really having to confront this whole idea. Okay, you're coming to wholeness, to completion. You can feel it in your bones. I have to make a decision. I have to change something. I can't keep doing what I'm doing because it's just not cutting it. Page of Swords comes up next. Pages always change the storyline. Swords are thoughts, ideas. You need to change what the story you're telling yourself about you. You need to change that. Because the way you're going right now is taking you nowhere. At least that's how it feels. You feel like the Five of Pentacles. Knight of Cups says, love yourself, respect yourself. This is the time, the World card says. And the Page of Swords says, we're going to help you change your thinking. How are we going to do that? Not by thinking, by feeling. Let's go to the upper row. We got the Moon. The Moon is intuition, all right? Even if you have a beautiful full moon, it's not like noontime sunshine on a clear day. You can't see that well, but you can see parts and pieces. And that's where the problem lies, because you don't see the whole picture. You could be living an illusion. If I just work a little harder, if I just sacrifice a little bit more, if you've done that. Follow your gut. Follow your gut. Your gut is a combination of mind, emotion, spirit, all kind of put together. Your brain is phenomenal. Your subconscious runs about 98% of your mind. That's why when you're in a car, you can't text because you'll get into an accident. However, if you're in a car driving someplace and you kind of fade out, especially if they're long journeys, you kind of just blank out and all of a sudden you find yourself farther on down the road. You go, how the hell did I get here? Your subconscious is what drove you. You didn't have the conscious mind getting in the way. They can't work really simultaneously very well. So what you're looking to do is to change your thinking, to have some excitement into your life, and the best way to do it is feel your way through. Let your gut guide you to the Queen of Wands. Queens always take care of business. The kings may make the proclamations. It's the queens that get the job done, and the Queen of Wands says better than anybody else, baby, enjoy your life. Put a smile on your face. Get plugged in to life. Don't just be a spectator, be a participator. And the way that you do that is to know what the hell you're participating in. That's the King of Pentacles. Kings of Pentacles. He makes the proclamation, self-worth. Because pentacles are not just money. They are things that you value. And I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's milk chocolate. I don't care if it's bunny rabbits or kitties or puppies or... I don't care. What is your core set of values? You're going to need them and access them to quit running in circles, to quit going round and round like some sort of trained pet. You do that. You love yourself. You respect yourself. You plug yourself into a life that means something. All of a sudden you feel valuable. You're following your gut. You're letting it lead you to a life of fulfillment and happiness, more joy. The Four of Wands, 1111 card. You need to quit running in circles by trusting your inner voice. You do that, and the final card up top is in the middle. It's the vice versa card. It is the Six of Swords. You see two people in a boat with six swords, and they're leaving confusion, delusion, pain, and they're going to a happier place. They're taking their swords, they're taking their truths. They know what are valuable to them. And in fact, in the card here, the gal sitting in the boat is actually holding a cup. A cup. We're going back to the idea of appreciating yourself, respecting yourself, valuing yourself. The only thing right now holding you back in this area of your life is you and your programming. You can make a difference. You can make the difference. The time is right. Respect yourself, value yourself, love yourself, change your thinking by following your gut. Your gut is yelling at you at this point. Quit going round and round. Quit being an animal chasing its tail. Stand up. Step forward into a better future. Is it going to be perfect? No, it's not going to be perfect, but it can be better, much better. The choice is yours. Stop going round and round. Stop running in circles. That's the tarot reading for today. We'll be back with another one tomorrow. I hope you can join me. If not, between now and the next time we have a chance to do tarot together, peace and blessings. And again, try in every way you can to live an inspired life.